Today on 16-Bit Game Reviews.
I run in a field. I run on a roof. And finally, I decide to run in the middle of a battlefield.
Hello and happy holidays! Today I'm going to be reviewing the most Christmas game I know of. It was a game which I played on my very first system. You see, back in the mythical year of 2001, I got my very first game console, the Sony PlayStation 1. This thing was my introduction to platformers, to party games, to kart racers, because up to that point I've been playing nothing but a PC. And with this, I got introduced to Crash with Crash Bash and Crash Team Racing, and I got introduced to my favorite PlayStation platforming game of all time, Spyro the Dragon. Little did I know, when I got home that year, I was going to get 2 other Spyro games. I really should have read this top bit. I would have known.
Spyro is a dragon, but not only is he a dragon, he's a purple dragon who lives in the world of dragons. Spyro only became important when a TV interview went awry, where dragons decided to go and have a TV interview about their enormous wealth, and they decided to insult a minor threat called Gnasty Gnorc, who decided to turn all the dragons into stone and turn all their gems into monsters. My only complaint is, why do they have a TV interview despite the fact that there is no televisions?
Like I've got some things to do.
The gameplay is very similar to Mario 64. You run and jump across platforms, you go through magnificent, beautifully crafted worlds, going from platform to platform, defeating bosses, enemies, and whatnot that comes your way. Where Spyro the Dragon improves on Mario 64's formula is in the dragon bits. Instead of punching, you get to breathe fire. Instead of having to rely off of a single jump itself, you get to go and glide, making the worlds much more expansive and much bigger. The enemies are unique in Spyro the Dragon. They will taunt you, they will follow you, they will do whatever it takes to get you to either kill them or for them to kill you. It's unique in the sense that most generic enemies follow either a pattern, or they'll either chase you or just plain out ignore you and just shoot randomly. Whereas in Spyro, they feel like they're part of the world. You feel like when you kill them, you're taking a little bit from the world, especially these guys. Despite the fact that the game was released on the PlayStation and was made in the 90s, the game is still gorgeous to look at today. I can look at this and I can just focus on the gameplay and not focus on the fact that that texture may be a little bit more blurry than the next. It is gorgeous. The colors just pop off the screen. Spyro looks spectacular in purple, and everything just makes the game look warm, fuzzy, and lovely. The controls are also fantastic. You use the D-pad to run Spyro around, you use the square button to make him charge and attack things, especially with armor. You have the circle button which breathes fire, you have the X button which allows you to jump and glide if you hit the second time. And overall, it is probably one of the best control schemes I've ever used for a 3D platformer, with only much like Mario 64, Spyro uses textured walls to transfer you between stages, whereas Mario 64 it was paintings. Spyro, it's a portal, quite literally a portal that you walk through, and it changes the background that you go through and allows you to go to the next stage. It is probably one of the most inventive ways to make going from stage to stage not very memory heavy and yet still being entertaining. In fact, this is where the game also gets saved in later games. The game's soundtrack is a little bit light in the sound department. It doesn't feel as meaty or crunchy as its sequel games. However, it's still a fantastic thing to listen to, even on an MP3 player. Spyro the Dragon is definitely worth it nowadays. It is a beautiful game to own, it's a beautiful game to have, and because of the PlayStation Network, it's relatively cheap to get. It's playable on the PS3, PSP, and the PS Vita. Still don't know about PS4 connectivity with PS1 games, however, it should still be worth it. And if you don't have a PS1, it's also playable on a PlayStation and a PlayStation 2 via the original disc. It's a little bit more cash, however, it's still a wonderful game to own. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you liked the videos, please subscribe and give us a like. Also go to Facebook and Twitter, we're probably on there somewhere. Also, if you want to watch some of our other videos, please click the annotations below. It would be much appreciated. Anyways, thank you for watching.